Yo, what is up everybody? It's Jilly and welcome back to another Naruto related video here today. And today I got a special video, folks. This is my first crack at my own original Naruto related video. This is my very own Naruto character tier list. So as you can see here, this is my list. I created it myself. It took me quite some time. There's a couple things I want you guys to keep in mind as before I start this video. One, this is in chronological order from left to right, top to bottom. So from part 1 Naruto all the way to up to the conclusion of Naruto Shippuden. So no, I don't have Boruto characters. I don't have Boruto version characters on this list. If you guys wanted that or want that in the future, let me know. And if enough of you want it, I'll bring it to you. Another thing I want you guys to keep in mind, there are several versions of some characters, while some only have one version of themselves. So people like Naruto, the main characters are going to have obviously more versions than more obscure characters. And one final thing, I don't really have filler characters in here. There's maybe one or two. I don't think they're very important, and I believe that most of you guys will probably agree with that. Oh, and I almost missed one thing. This is based off personal preference, all right? So this is not power scaling. I'm not power scaling these characters. This is personal preference, and I'll try to be thorough, but obviously not drag it and make this video like 5 hours long and nothing like that, because this is quite the list, as you could tell. I hope you guys appreciate the list and appreciate the video and enjoy it. Let's get straight to it. So part 1, Naruto, all right? So this is when we first get introduced to him. Oh, sorry about that. One other thing, guys, before I begin, I forgot to say, I'm going to be going based off my very first impression of them, so when I was a kid, and also my current impression of the character. So keep that in mind. All right, so part 1 Naruto, I thought it was kind of cool. It was kind of crybaby, but he was tough, the underdog. I can always appreciate the underdog story, but I wasn't awed by him or anything like that, so I'm going to put him at B. All right. So Iruka at the beginning of Naruto. He holds a special place in my heart. He's symbolic, man. He's a symbolic character, and I think he's helped Naruto many times, such as in the beginning, obviously, saving his fucking life from Mizuki, and also other parts, like when Jiraiya died, right, which I'm going to get to way later on in this video. I thought he's always been a symbolic person, an important person in Naruto, so I'm going to put him at A. Put him at A. Mizuki, he's whatever to me. I mean, cool. He's He's the first villain, kind of like just to get our beaks wet on Naruto, so he was whatever. Ebisu, I think that's how you say his name, was an asshole to Naruto, and it's kind of a prick. I'm not gonna lie, never really liked him, so I'm gonna put him at C. Little kid Konohamaru, he's whatever. I guess he's cool enough to be a B. He's kind of like Naruto's little brother or whatever. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say about him. All right, part 1 Kakashi. Now he awed me pretty good. All right, I like this guy. His debut with showing the Sharingan for the first time. We get the debut of the Sharingan from him. It was pretty damn awesome against Zabuza in the Land of Waves. So yeah, definitely an S for me. That's pretty easy. He's always been one of my favorite characters. He still is. All right, so Kid Sasuke, he impressed me. He looked like he had some potential. He looked like a powerful kid, Genin from the very jump. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put him here at A. Sakura. All right. Now, I'm taking into consideration the Chunin exams with her here, too. So she's a joke. I'm sorry. I didn't really like her at all. She's a crybaby. She gave Naruto, our boy Naruto, no chance at all. No time or day to even give him a shot. She was obsessed with Sasuke like a simp. And I'm sorry. She just belongs down here. I'm sorry. Haku. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Haku was pretty cool. I enjoy her crystal jutsu, her mirror jutsu with the crystals and all that, with the ice crystals and stuff like that. So put it right there. Zabuza, the very first big villain in Naruto, to my understanding. He's very cool. I liked his abilities. He didn't awe me as much as Kakashi, so I'm gonna put him at A as well. But yeah, cool villain. One of my favorite missed shinobi, I guess. All right, so now we get into the Chunin exam arc. I put this guy in here, the leader of the interrogation corpse or whatever. He was scary. When I was little, I remember I was like, oh shit, who's this guy? He seems like he's powerful or whatever. But I wasn't like, oh shit. I wasn't awed. I mean, put him at B. He was cool. He was whatever. Kabuto in the Chunin exams. He was kind of to me, to be honest. He was like, oh, this guy is older. He's failed the Chunin exams a bunch of times. What's special about him? That was just my impression. And that's still my impression based off this version of him, right? Neji. Now Neji awed me. I was like, all right, he was the number one recruit of the Chunin exams that year, and he was quite the badass in the preliminary rounds. And yeah, he did lose to Naruto. I know you guys, some of you guys are like, what the fuck was that? Like when Naruto beat him, whatever, with plot armor or whatever. But he still awes me. He awed me. And he's a very cool character. This part one Naruto, Neji, the things that he does from the Chunin exam to the battle against the Sound Fort. Very cool, man. Very cool. And I think he definitely belongs at S, at least in my personal preference. Rock Lee, I'm not even going to say much. S, no question. Amazing debut of the Inner Gates. He's a fucking monster. One of the best fights I've ever seen in anime history when he fought Gaara. It's goddamn awesome. I mean, what else could I say? Tenten. She's I mean, cool. She had some cool tools. Cool. She got clapped by Tamari in the preliminaries, and they really didn't do shit. Really never has done shit. So my opinion on her in any version really is around here. Like, whatever. Gaara. All right, this guy wowed me. All right. He was powerful as shit, obviously. Deadly. And he's a true stud. He's a true monster. So I really liked him. And I still do to this day. Tamari. I was kind of about her. But I guess she was cool enough to put her at B. She wasn't as, I wasn't as about her as these people. So, yeah. Kankuro, I'm in the same boat with him. He's like, all right, cool. All right. The first sighting of Orochimaru. Now, I was scared of. I was scared of him for quite some time, especially when I was a little kid. I was like, damn, this guy's a monster. He is strong beyond belief. Like, that was my first impression, right? And I still hold that. I think they introduced him very well in the storyline. And he was scary, man. Scary in the forest. That big ass snake and everything. Monster. Easy. All right. Anko, his, Orochimaru's people or whatever, really was of her. She really didn't do much. She was just there during the tuning exams as an instructor. Had an encounter with Orochimaru. It was whatever. So, Dosu. This guy's pretty cool. I enjoyed his jutsu. I thought he was just a chill, just a cool character with it. Like I said, his jutsu with his arms with like high pressurized sound where it disorients his opponents. I thought it was pretty cool. So I'll put him at A. I'm gonna put him at A. All right, so Zaku, he was also on Team Dosu, obviously, right? He was pretty cool with his air palms, like the power he had in his hands to like shoot high amounts of air at a high speed. I guess he was cool. He was not I thought it was pretty cool. That team in general was just intimidating, right? They look dangerous. Now this girl, I guess I'm gonna put at B just because of the team. She really isn't someone I really think of at all, really. I guess she's cool with her little needles, like she's accurate with her needles or whatever. But moving on, Choji. I was kind of like, what the hell is it? Who's this? Like some fat guy that eats chips. I got his ass whooped and right away. So yeah, he was to me, at least in that point in time and to this day. Ino, I'm sorry, I gotta put her here. That battle between her and Sakura was fucking ass. It was just a real joke. I don't want to watch that episode anymore. It was just a real joke. I don't know what the hell that was. I mean, yeah, we got their backstories or whatever, like of their friendship and their rivalry, but it was so stupid. I'm sorry. Shikamaru, now this is a guy that was really fucking cool. He was really chill. I really liked the way he used his shadow possession jutsu and used it very strategically, and he was very strategic, obviously, because he's a genius. Definitely an A. He didn't awe me enough to put him up here, but yeah, he's definitely very cool. All right, Yoroi. So for you guys that don't remember, he's the one that fought Sasuke in the preliminary rounds and had like the ability to like absorb your spirit energy or whatever, or your chakra or something like that. That's a cool little power. He's obviously a pretty obscure character, so I'm just put him at B. All right, so this guy here, he's the one that fought, I think it was Kankuro, if I'm not mistaken. He's the other guy that was on Team Kabuto. I was about him. He didn't really do shit. Another obscure character. Even more obscure than Yoroi. So, Misumi, that's his name. He was whatever to me. Kiba. Kiba didn't really impress me. He got his ass clapped. Or not really clapped, but he ended up losing to Naruto. So I'm kind of about him. He's kind of whatever. Hinata. Now, Hinata is a beast. I like her. I mean, a beast, like, to me, She held her own against Neji. Yeah, she did lose in the end because Neji's the number one recruit in the Chunin exams, right? I'm going to put her at B. I actually like her quite a bit. Shino. Now this guy is pretty fucking cool, man. His display with his insects was pretty cool. Great debut. And I think the way he uses them is very well. It's very cool. So definitely an A. I've always liked Shino, man, and I wish they would have done more with him in Boruto. That's just my opinion. All right, so now we're moving towards like the end of the Chunin exam, so like the final rounds. So Sasuke, this is him when he learned the Chidori, and you know the curse mark was a problem and all that when he was about to fight Gaara in the finals. Um, Pretty cool. I like he kind of got an upgrade, right? He looked faster. I guess his speed was apparently relative to Lee and stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty cool to see him hurt Gaara. He was the first guy to like injure Gaara. Apparently, broke through the his guard, his sand shield, and went to work. Now this is the version of Gaara in the Konoha Crush arc. So we're getting into that arc now. I'm gonna be honest. He didn't awe me as much as when I first saw him. For some reason, he was just a beast when I first saw him. I'm gonna put him at A though. He's still pretty cool. Chunin exam Naruto. I was pretty impressed in the Chunin exams. He beat Kiba, right? Everyone thought he was a fucking joke, a clown. He beat Kiba. He passed that test, and then he beat the #1 recruit in the Chunin exams. Now I know plot armor and all that shit, but he gets an A because he did beat Gaara as well when he awakened the One Tail, right? The One Tail awakened, and Naruto did what he had to do, and he even summoned Gamabunta and all that shit. So definitely an A. Might Guy. So this is where we get to see a little glimpse of Might of Guy when he's like whipping all those sand ninjas' asses when they attack the leaf. Pretty cool. I'm gonna give him an A. He impressed me. Pretty cool dude. Not enough to put him up here, but yeah, I was like, oh shit, this guy's strong. Like he was whipping ass along with Kakashi, side by side. So, all right. So Orochimaru, when he battled Hiruzen, right? I was still pretty scared of him. I thought he was a fucking monster. Like the shit he did. I don't know. He's just one of those characters that was very well introduced. Very good first villain. One of the big villains, He's a beast, straight up. That's all I have to say. The reanimations he used against Hiruzen, I wasn't very odd. I was kind of disappointed. I'm going to put him at a C. Honestly, it's the first and second Hokage. They like fucking, Tobirama threw some water at Hiruzen, and Hashirama made a little forest, and that's it. Like, that's all. I wasn't very impressed. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Hiruzen, he's a beast. He's a Hokage. I was in awe of him when I was a kid. I still think he was pretty cool, even in his older age. And it, in the end, sealed Orochimaru's arms. So I thought that was pretty cool. All that arc, the whole arc, I was very excited for it when I first saw it, and just a very cool arc, the Konoha Crush arc. So yeah, he's at an S for me. All right, so here we are. Now we're in the part where Itachi and Kisame are in the Leaf Village, right? All right, so honestly, for her, I'm sorry guys, I have to make another tier because this was fucking embarrassing. Yeah, that's how bad it was. So that was trash. She's a Genjutsu specialist and gets fucking clapped by Itachi. Like, Jesus, have some fucking pride, That was just so embarrassing. And yeah, I know fucking Itachi's the Genjutsu god. I understand that. But damn, he went out like that. That's just down bad, straight up. Asuma was just kind of there. So I'm kind of neutral on him in that exchange when I first get to like get a little glimpse of what he can do with his chakra blades or whatever. So that was kind of cool, I guess. I was just neutral on him, so I'll put him at C. Kisame, he looked very scary. But I wasn't like, I don't know. I'll put him at S. He makes the cut. I was like, damn, this guy's an Akatsuki member. He's with the almighty Itachi. And Itachi, you know what? I gotta make another. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta make another tier. I gotta make another fucking tier right now. So, whoops. I think I made 2 by accident. Let me go ahead and delete that. I didn't mean to make that. And you know what I'm gonna call this one? Fucking godly, man. He's fucking godly. So, he's the only one that's gonna be up here for quite some time. He is a monster, straight up. So yeah. Oh, why is this over here? Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to put A right there. It's supposed to be underneath. There you go. All right. So yeah, he's godly. It's gonna stay that way for quite some time. There's not gonna be very many people up here. Trust me. But yeah, he was amazing. I mean, he fucking shat on the Leaf Jonin. Even Kakashi got clapped. Like he was in the fucking hospital for a week. So straight up. All right. So now we're on the Search for Tsunade arc. Jiraiya. I thought it was really cool. His battle with Orochimaru. Obviously, he was drugged, so it wasn't him to his full potential, but still, he was a very cool guy, and I thought highly of him. Tsunade, I'm on the fence about her because she did go out like a bitch against Kabuto over some dumb phobia. I'll put her to C. I'm not gonna put her down here with this trash, but yeah, I was pretty disappointed she went out like that against Kabuto just because she saw some blood, and I know it's because of her boyfriend dying in her arms and shit, but still, like, come on, you're Sonic. Shizune, I was kind of air about her. I mean, I guess her little exchange with Kabuto, like that 2-second exchange, was kind of cool or whatever. She did get clapped by Kabuto, so yeah. All right, so Gamatichi here, pretty cool little toad. He's chill, always just vibing with Naruto. I mean, what else could I say? I think he's a B. Put him at a B. He's pretty cool. Gamatatsu, the dumb one or whatever. It was air about him. He's just there, right? I mean, I guess Kamatichi too, but I don't know. Gamabunta. Now him, I was pretty fond of. I'm putting him at an A. He's pretty cool. Big ass toad, stud with his sword. He's a toad samurai, basically. Stud. Katsuyu. I mean, she was a cool big summon. I guess she was cool enough to be a B. It's a big ass slug that Tsunade summoned. Manda was pretty cool. I thought pretty highly of him. Like, damn, he's Orochimaru's guy, so obviously he's pretty powerful. Kabuto and the Sanin, the legendary Sanin battle, right? He impressed me. I'm gonna put him at A. He impressed me. He clapped Tsunade, and he's pretty impressive with his chakra blades and his medical ninjutsu. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, so Naruto, when he learned the Rasengan and ended up clapping Kabuto, I'm putting him in an S. I was like, damn, he got it done, man. He's starting to get to where he wants to be, that Hokage level. I mean, yeah, he's just a kid here and stuff, but it's a big step right there, learning the Rasengan. I was pretty impressed, and I was like, wow, well done. All right, so now we're moving on to the Search for Sasuke mission arc. So, Jirobe, he's kind of like the least liked Sound 4 guy, to me at least. So I'm going to put him at a C. He was like cool. He was like, okay, cool. So yeah. Choji with the food pill. All right, so this is when he took the food pill and fought Jirobe. It was pretty impressive. I mean, it was enough for an A now, but I was like, okay, Choji, you're stepping up now, dude. Good stuff, man. Do what you have to do. And, apparently you got a, like, exponential increase in power, right? With that last pill he had to take to beat Jirobe in the end. So, yeah. So, Kidomaru. He's actually my favorite Sound 4 guy. I think he's the strongest in my opinion. He did fight, quote unquote, the strongest Genin. He said it himself that Neji was the strongest Genin. So I really liked his abilities. Like with the spiders, the way he used those arrows that he had. He's a pretty cool dude, man. So I'm gonna put him at A for sure. He was my favorite, and that might have been my favorite battle of all the Sound 4 battles. So that's just me. Sakan and Yukon, they were like in the middle. They were cool. I guess it was cool. Like he had two of them, Sakan and Yukon, right? And his battles with Kiba was pretty cool. So Kiba, he went out. He gained a little more respect in my eyes after his new jutsu, right? With the two-headed giant wolf thing with him and Akamaru. So that was pretty cool. A cool little battle with Sakan and Yukon. Obviously, he was about to die, and Kankuro saved him in the end. But still, it's respectable. Taiyuya, I actually like her quite a bit. She's probably my second favorite. I really liked her flute ability, where she summoned those giant monsters. Like, it was pretty cool. So I put her at a B for sure. Kimimaro was pretty dope. I'm gonna put him at an S. He like wowed me. I liked his ability. He was clapping a bunch of Naruto clones. And keep in mind that a little bit of Kyuubi chakra was leaking out of Naruto, who wanted to save Sasuke. So keep that in mind. I thought that was pretty cool. He's obviously very strong. So yeah, S. Drunk Lee. All right, easily S, man. I mean, he's a monster. He was sparring Kimimaro like casually while talking to him and shit and like playing around. So that's pretty impressive. I mean, what else could I say? Gaara, when he came to save Lee. I'm gonna put him in A. I wasn't awed by him. I did think the sand tsunami and all that was pretty cool. He did take care of Kimimaro, but I wasn't awed enough to put him at S. Even though obviously he beat Kimimaro. But once again, guys, his personal preference is not power scaling, so obviously fucking, he won't be fucking some people here. You know what I'm saying? Like Kid Sasuke won't beat people here, stuff like that. So yeah. All right, so we're getting to the conclusion of part 1 Naruto. So version 2 Curse Mark Sasuke with Awakened Sharingan. Pretty damn cool. I thought that battle was pretty cool. It was Naruto and Sasuke's first battle. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. So definitely S. Obviously, I'm going to put Naruto there as well. Obviously, he lost that battle, but it was pretty dope seeing them clash with that final Onks Chidori and that Rasengan, you know, along with that Kyuubi Chakra cloak kind of like surrounding it. It was pretty dope, man. Very cool battle. All right, so now that is the conclusion of part 1 Naruto. Whoops, sorry. And then for you guys that didn't know, there's an arc in between, I believe, where we learn about Kid Kakashi, right? So his childhood. This is Kid Kakashi. Pretty dope dude, man. I have to put him at S, straight up. Like, he's a beast. He was already quite elite at his age. Around 13, he became a Jonin, as we all know. And he was pretty elite. I like the way he used his Chidori. He was very confident. And, you know, he just did what he had to do. Kid Obito. He's a pretty cool dude. He was pretty cool. I'm going to put him at a B. You know, I thought he was a pretty cool dude. Waking his Sharingan before his supposed death, right? When he got smashed by that big-ass boulder. So, pretty cool. Rin, I was air about her. I know she's, like, very important, I guess, to the storyline. Like, if it weren't for her, who knows, maybe the 4th grade ninja war would have never happened. But I'm air about her, either way. All right, so now we're getting to the beginning of Shippuden. So here we are. Naruto at the beginning of Shippuden. I was kind of disappointed, man. I thought he was going to be like a monster. You know, and he wasn't. He wasn't a monster. So, a B. A B. I was kind of disappointed. I'm not going to lie. All right, so Hinata at the beginning. I like Hinata, man. I just have a soft spot for her. So, a B. I think she's pretty cool. Kiba. He went back down to C for me. I mean, like, whatever. He's just there. You know, it's kind of just there. Kind of always been just there. Shino. I like Shino, dude. He's just a cool dude. Chill. Funny. Put him at A. I mean, obviously he doesn't do much, but I just personally like him. Choji at the beginning of Naruto. And just him and Shippuden in general. Still kind of like about him. I guess he did some things. I mean, what did he do, though? You know what? I'm putting him at C. I was like, about him. I mean, he fought and he lost like most of his battles, right? He lost to Kakazu, he got his ass spanked, and then what else did he fight? Against Pain, he didn't, obviously he's fodder. So yeah, I'm gonna put him at C. Ino, it's kind of just right? Just kind of just there. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say about her. Shikamaru, he's just the guy that I really like, so I'm putting him at A. He's a pretty cool dude, and yeah, he's a cool, very relatable guy, right? He's not like the epitome of hard work, like all those big anime characters like Naruto. He's like, hey, this shit's a drag, straight up. Like, that's relatable. So put him at A. All right, so now we're getting to where Deidara attacked the Sand Village to take Gaara. I was in awe of him, dude. I was like, shit, this guy's strong. So definitely S. At that point in time, I was in awe of him. I was like, damn, he's gonna take Gaara, you know. And that was quite the battle. I liked it. It was in the air. They were strategic. You know, we got to see the debut of his clay explosives and the way he's able to manipulate them to be certain shapes and stuff like that, and fly and all that. That was pretty cool to me. So Kazekage Gaara. Now I can't put him at S because he lost. So I'm putting him at A. I thought it was pretty powerful. I was like, man, he's a real Kazekage. He's a real Kage now. So he's matured. He's becoming a man. Held his own, but obviously fell short in the end against Deidara, but he still had my respect. So definitely an A. Tamari, I kind of just put her here because I guess she's important enough. Kind of just A about her. Now, you know what? I kind of like her. So that's all I can say. I put her at a B. Kankuro, well, he got clapped by, Sasori. So, you see, he got clapped, man. Now, Sasori awed me as well. S. I think you guys are going to notice I'm going to have most Akatsuki members at S or Godly because Akatsuki is like my favorite group in anime ever. And I almost like every individual in it. So, yeah, S for Sasori. He just clapped. He clapped Kankuro like nothing. So, Chiyo. Chiyo's pretty dope. I liked her jutsus, and I liked the 10 puppet jutsu, like the legendary puppet jutsu against Sasori. I'm put her at A. I liked her. I like her. Sakura when she fought Sasori. Now, this is probably might be the version where I thought most highly of her. I put her to B. You know, she did what she had to do, and obviously, yes, I know she had Chio's help. 2, Sasori gave up in the end, and yeah, 3, she had an antidote for his poison. I know that, but still, at least she did something relevant and important and useful in her life, right? So yeah, Sasori, S, man. This guy's a beast. I really enjoyed when, I was very impressed by his ability to use the 3rd Kazekage with the Iron Sand. I don't know, everything he does is just cool. He's just a cool dude in general. So I put him in an S for sure. Neji, when he went on the mission with Team Guy to like help save Gaara, was kind of disappointing. He's one of those characters I wish could have been developed further. So yeah, he has to be at a C. I know he's dropped quite a bit from part 1. He's just, what the hell happened? I mean, I know he's a Jonin and all, but he's like, what the hell? I don't see anything that catches my eye or anything. Rock Lee's in the same boat, dude. Like, wasted potential. These two, both these guys. 10-10. I don't know, she really annoyed me starting Shippuden. It's always whining and shit, not doing anything. Like, she goes down here. Kisame with the 30% chakra clone. I was just more in awe of him, dude. I was like, damn, this guy's powerful. He only has 30%. He's whipping Team Guy's ass. Like, shit. So S for sure. 6 gate guy, the one that had to be, the one that beat the 30% chakra clone of Kisame. S, right? Put it an S. I was like, damn, guy is serious. No, I had to put him at A because Kisame was only using 30% chakra clone. At that point in time, I was like, oh man, he only has 30%, and guy had to use the 6th gate. So that was my thought process at the time, right? So yeah, I put him at an A. Still very impressive. All right, so part 1 Kakashi, where we kind of get a glimpse of him when he fights Deidara. When they're chasing Deidara. Pretty cool. I like the way he uses his Mangekyo Sharingan. So I put him an A. I wasn't like awed by him, but I was like, oh shit, he got a new ability, and he gave Deidara some work. So yeah. All right, so now we're getting to the Tenachi Bridge arc. So we get introduced to Yamato, as we all know. I thought it was cool enough, I guess, to be a B. The wood style was cool. The way he's able to manipulate wood like the first Hokage. Obviously not near to the extent that the first Hokage was. Sorry, I drank some water. But yeah, so I thought it was cool. Sai, I was kind of about him. Never really thought much of Sai. Like, cool, he can draw shit, and yeah. So just All right, Orochimaru when he fought Four-Tail Naruto, QB Naruto. Pretty impressive, man. The way he used his jutsu, the way he was kind of toying with Naruto in a way. Yeah, he had to try, but he even blocked a tailed beast bomb. Like, obviously it wasn't like full powered. It was like nerfed because Naruto wasn't full power and all that stuff. But I like the way he used those 3 gates. The special jutsu he has, and he blocked the Biju bomb. I don't know. I was just kind of impressed by Orochimaru in this part. So yeah. All right. So part 1, Sasuke. So I was pretty impressed, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty impressed. He obviously could have clapped Team 7, no problem. Like, just clap all of them at once, and he was about to. Right, and he even went into Naruto's subconscious mind and shut Kurama up. Like, shit, man, this guy's something. Obviously, he got a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. So I was very impressed by him. Definitely an S. All right, so now we're getting to the Akatsuki suppression mission, whatever arc. Hidan. I was quite in awe of Hidan at the time when he fucking killed Asuma, but not as in awe as these guys. So I'm put him at an A. I really liked his immortality aspect of him and his ritual jutsu where he kills you and like enjoys it and stuff. He was just to me, he was like a crazy powerful dude. Like, crazy in the sense like this guy's fucking insane, and then he's powerful. That was my impression of him, when I think about Hidan for the first time. Asuma. He died, nobly. He's not I give him his respect, man. I give him his respect. He died with some honor. Pretty sad death, Didn't hit me very hard, but it hit me. It did hit me when I first saw it. I was like, damn, it's over, Shikamaru, when he beat Hidan, he went for revenge. You know what? This deserves S, man. He did what he had to do. He baited Hidan's stupid ass and buried his ass. I was like, that's right. It was so satisfying to see Hidan get buried. So definitely an S. Like this version of Shikamaru holds a special place in my heart for sure. All right, Kakazu. Kakazu's pretty scary, man. With the five hearts, fucking up Choji and Ino and shit, and then sparring with Kakashi and going toe to toe with him and stuff. I'm gonna give him an S. You know, I thought it was pretty impressive. You know what? No, A, because I don't know. He just didn't wow me like these guys did. I'm on the fence, but I'm gonna keep him there for now. Rasen Shuriken Naruto S, man. The way he entered and the way he took care of business was just impactful to me. You know, personally, I really enjoyed the jutsu, the Rasen Shuriken debut. You know, the loud jet, like the jet engine type noise, the power, the potency. It was just pretty dope. And he took down Kakazu when everyone else was struggling. He was like, I'll handle this shit, man. And he did what he had to do. So S. That version of Naruto is an S. You know, he redeemed himself in my eyes from the beginning of Naruto when I was like, what the hell? He's weak as shit. So yeah. All right, so now we're getting. I think this is the only filler character that I have, Kurin. I thought this was the only one that was relevant enough. The only filler character. I liked her crystal style, but I wasn't in all of her, so I'll put her at B. She wasn't but she wasn't like pretty cool. She wasn't like wow, she's very cool. She was cool, you know. So I'll put her at a B. All right, so Sasuke when he absorbed Orochimaru, I thought he was pretty powerful, pretty dope. Obviously he has new tools in his arsenal, right? In his tool belt, he has the snakes and the substitution with the snakes, more durability. I think we can say. I think he also has poison immunity to some extent, like because with all of the fucking experiments that Orochimaru did on his own body. So yeah, you got a little amp in power. But he did impress me to the extent of this. It's just the impact, right? Obviously, he's probably stronger here than he is here, right? We can agree with that. But the impact on me personally, not to the extent of this version of him. So I'm gonna put him at an A for now. Suigetsu. So we're getting to the point where, Sasuke is putting together Taka, right? Or I think at first he called it Hebi, but you get the point. I actually like Suigetsu. I'm gonna put him in an A. I think he's kind of like forgotten about. I think he's pretty cool. He's very durable. He survived like a fucking point blank Bijou bomb to the face from Goiki, right? The Eight Tails. I don't know if it was a fucking tail beast bomb, but it was a very powerful fucking explosion type thing coming out of Goiki's mouth right to his fucking face, and he survived. So that's very impressive. He's just a chill dude, relatable guy. So yeah, Karin, I was kind of about her. I mean, like, just a thirsty ass like girl. I mean, her sensory abilities are impressive, pretty remarkable, but I don't know. I'm just about her. Jugo's a chill dude. Obviously the first guy to ever have the curse mark. He was just chill, so I'm gonna give him a B. Just more because of his personality, not really because of his abilities. I mean, yeah, it's cool how you can like have that curse mark mode where he gets berserk and he's pretty powerful and stuff. But yeah, that's where I am with him. All right, so this version, keep in mind, guys, of Obito, Orange Master Obito, obviously, but I'm going based off when we first didn't know that he was Obito. We just knew him as Toby. He caught my eye. He was like, who's this guy? He has some weird abilities to shift through shit. Like that was my first impression before I knew anything. I'm putting him at a B. I thought he was pretty cool. He's a playful guy. Like, I don't know. I liked his attitude. Obviously he was an act, as we all know, but I liked it. Deidara when he fought Sasuke and used C0 and all that. Pretty impressive. I'm gonna put him at an A. Pretty impressive. That was his trump card. Obviously he lost the battle in the end, but he almost took Sasuke with him. So keep that in mind. I was pretty impressed by him. This is him going all out, pissed. But yeah, I wasn't in awe of him as much as like the beginning of Shippuden. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in an A. Killer B. So we get the first date. We see his debut when Taka comes after him, right? Pretty cool dude. Pretty powerful, and gave Sasuke a run for his money. Right? Sasuke was known as like a powerhouse at that point in time with Orochimaru's powers and all that stuff. Put him at a B. I didn't think it was super cool, but I thought it was pretty cool. So I put him at a B. Ma and Pa. So now we're getting into my favorite arc, which is the Pain arc. And I think that's my favorite arc ever, dude. Like, no joke. It was fucking amazing. It's still amazing to this day. The battles, the the prowess of Pain, everything is just fucking amazing. Mom and Pa, I wasn't but they're cool. You know, they were there, and to me, my first impression, I'm like, oh, these old wise toads, they must have something up their sleeves. They must be powerful somehow. So yeah, that's why I have them. Sage Mo Jiraiya, the one that fought Pain. That was pretty cool. I was like, oh shit, this is new. This must be Jiraiya's trump card. He's going all out, right? So yeah, he died nobly. That death might have hit me the hardest. I was like, shit, you know, that sucked. All right, so Itachi when he fought Sasuke the last time. I'm sorry, man. Sasuke, Itachi's my favorite character, dude. I'm sorry. You know, obviously he lost the battle, but one, let's be honest, he was sick. Two, he wasn't trying. Three, he was letting Sasuke win. So yeah, I just really like Itachi, man. He's my favorite character, straight up. All right, so Pain, obviously, like I said, the Pain arc is my favorite arc. Pain, man, arguably a top 3 favorite character of mine. No brainer is in the godly tier. I mean, I was in awe of him, man. And there's not very many characters I was in awe of as much as him, like except Itachi and maybe a couple others that are going to be on this list in a bit. Like he was amazing, truly spectacular arc, truly spectacular storyline all throughout that arc. I thought it was perfect. You know, as a kid, even now, the battle with him and Naruto is so damn good. Like Jesus, it was so good, so good. So obviously he's going to be here. Konohamaru when he beat one of the passive Pain. All right, I was impressed. That showed some promise. You know, obviously, we got to keep in mind he is the grandson of the third Hokage, and yeah, like that showed a lot of promise to me. So I'm gonna put him at an A. I was quite impressed, and I thought he did a good job. You know, Yahiko. So obviously, we learned the backstory of Nagato. So obviously, we learn about Yahiko. I think he has a cool personality, a leader type personality, an alpha kind of person. Yeah, I'm gonna put him at a B. He's obviously technically the founder of the Akatsuki. You know, technically. So there's that as well. Conan, thought she's pretty cool with her jutsu, pretty laid back kind of personality, chill, kind of just a follower, right? She follows Yahiko and Nagato, very loyal, and yeah, I liked her jutsu with the paper. She could fly, she could do all kinds of things. You know, as we all know later on, we learned she uses paper bomb jutsus with her paper and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna have her to be. Hanzo. All right, so we learn about Hanzo within that backstory of Nagato. I was quite in awe of him. I mean, he spared the legendary Sannin. He let them live. He's like, I'll let you guys live just because you guys gave me a fight. Like, damn, he's strong as shit, you know? Obviously, they were young. I'm sure they're stronger now, or they were stronger, you know, like Jiraiya, when we saw him in part 1, is obviously probably stronger than in the Third Great Ninja War, right? But still, that's very impressive. Like, he spared them, right? So, and another reason I have Pain above this tier is because he beat Hanzo. As we all know, when Jiraiya went to the Rain Village, he heard the rumor that Hanzo was defeated by quote unquote the god of the Rain Village, which was Pain. So yeah, that's fucking impressive. So that's why he's up here. That's another reason. And Hanzo, like I said, impressed me quite a bit. All right, folks. So yes, if you're wondering why I have this version of Hinata here, hear me out. All right. So it's the symbolic the symbolic significance for me. All right. She's wifey material, man. I mean, she had no chance, literally no chance against Pain. Went all out, tried her best, kept coming after getting fucking clapped over and over again, slammed by Pain, using his almighty push and pull and stuff like that. She's wifey material. You know, now I know Naruto was head over heels over fucking Sakura for years throughout the anime and the manga. But this is wifey material, man. This is who he should have been looking at from the very beginning, not Sakura. So you know what? I'm going to put her at an A. And yes, it's because of this, once again, it's because of the symbolism. All right. She's wifey material in my eyes. That set it in stone for me. That did it for me. I was like, wow, she's wifey material. Like, she truly loves Naruto. And only a real one would do something like that. But even though she got clapped. All right, so Sage Naruto. I was in awe. The way everything was done, like I said, the Pain arc's my favorite. The way he was introduced, the way he made his appearance within the Hidden Leaf and saved Tsunade's life from the osteopath was godly. So I'm sorry he has to be here. This is no question. There's no question in my mind that he belongs in the godly tier. It was fucking amazing. So Sage Mode Naruto is one of the best versions of Naruto, period. No question. All right, so now we're moving to the 5 Kage Summit arc. So 5 Kage Summit, Sasuke, aka Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke. pretty impressive, man. I gotta put him on an S. Like, he was going toe to toe with several Kages. Almost killed the Ray Kage if it weren't for Gara. And yeah, he might have died as well. But hey, he did what he had to do. He's a powerhouse. I thought the introduction of Susanoo was amazing. I was so happy when he killed fucking Danzo. I was so happy because fuck Danzo. And yeah, so I have him at an S. Mei, didn't really think much of her. I guess she deserves to be here because she did kind of melt away Sasuke Susanoo with her lava release, thing that she used with her mouth. So I guess cool enough to be here. Chonchuro. So this is one of her right hand guys. There's A of him. I know he's a legendary swordsman of the mist. I know he's the current Mizukage of the mist in Boruto, but I never really thought much of him. I think that's how you say his name. The other right hand man of Mei, kind of A on him too. I know he makes an appearance in Boruto and stuff like that, so I'm whatever on him. Onoki. Now this is a guy that I really like. Sorry, I didn't mean to put him there. This is a guy that I really like, and I'm gonna put him on an S. Like, I thought he was really cool. His particle style is really dope. Like, he basically deatomize your ass and you disappear from the face of existence. Like, it's pretty damn cool to me. Almost killed Sasuke if it weren't for Obito, by the way. So yeah, definitely an S. Akatsuchi. This is the right hand man of the Onoki. Pretty chill dude. I put him at a B, I guess. He's kind of cool. Saw a little display of his power when he fought Deidara at the commencement of the 4th Great Ninja War, the reanimation Deidara and stuff like that. Pretty cool. The granddaughter of Onoki. I was kind of A on her. I know she's the current Tsuchikage in Boruto, at least to my knowledge. Guess I'll put her to B. I mean, that's all I have to say about her. The Ray Kage. All right, now he impressed me quite a bit, so I'm gonna put him in an S. I really liked his debut with the lightning cloak, his speed feats. Obviously a monster. Like, he's a powerhouse. That's what the Ray Kages are. They're powerhouses with lightning speed. So low-key demigods, right? Especially the 3rd Ray Kage. But yeah, so I'll have him in an S here. Darui. I actually like Darui quite a bit. He might be my favorite right-hand guy. Like, there are several right-hand guys of the Kages. He's probably my favorite. So I'm putting him in an A. Like, he's pretty cool. I like his Gale style lightning, like when he fought Ginkaku and Kikaku. Like, it was pretty cool. Like, I know he's the current Ray Kage of Boruto also. C, I think that's his name. He kind of went out like a bitch against Sasuke. I know he was like a specialist, and it was either Genjutsu or sensory type. I'm not sure which one, but he went out like a bitch. Down bad. So I'm sorry. It was really sad. I put him at a D. He's one of the only guys that goes at a D just because of how clapped he got and how much he was shitting his pants when he was fighting Sasuke, right, at the 5 Kage Summit. Danzo, whoops, sorry if I hit the mic. Danzo, I really don't fucking like. He's just an asshole, so I gotta put him here. He's powerful guy. Obviously had a pretty good fight against Sasuke after the 5 Kage Summit, but I just don't like the guy. All right, now I think this guy's name is Tozun or something like that. Tozuna. He's the guy that tried to kill Obito and got clapped with his ability to like poison you by the touch of his skin or something like that. I'd put him at a C. I don't really think much of him. The other right hand guy of Danzo, I think he's part of the same clan as Ino and her father Inoichi. I didn't really think much of him. He got clapped by Obito, so yeah. Kazekage Gara held his own. I really liked his speech. He was just putting it on the other Kage, saying, "Hey man, you guys forsake yourselves, and like, I'm here to lead the next generation." I like that a lot, so I'm gonna put him on an A. I know he didn't really do much, but just because of this is another symbolic significance. A person of symbolic significance. So yeah, he goes here. And in the war, he did his thing. I mean, he went toe to toe with the 2nd Mizukage, so he did what he had to do in the war as well. All right, so if you guys are wondering why I have this Obito here, it's because of another person that has symbolic significance. All right, fucking stumbling over my words here. He is symbolic because he really just went into the 5 Kage Summit, saved Sasuke, and gave a fucking speech, knowing that none of the Kages could do shit to him. All right, so he sat there, he's like, "All right, listen up, guys. I'm gonna start a fucking war, and I'm gonna win." Straight up, and there's nothing you could do about it. That's basically what he was implying. So I'm gonna put him at an S. I was very impressed. Very, very impressed by him, actually. One of my favorite moments of Obito. He just sat there and said, "Hey, this is what's gonna happen. and it's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about it. So, all right. So I have Zetsu here. I guess he's relevant at this point. I eventually had to talk about him. I don't really think much of him at this point, so he's a C. All right, guys. So I gotta go on a little rant here. I have this version of Sakura right here. Okay. So this woman or this girl really slept her teammates, right? So like Kiba, I think she slept Kiba, Lee, and I think Sai, and went after Sasuke by herself. Tried to lie to Naruto that she loved him, right? That she loved him. She lied to him, trying to lie to him that she loved him, and he didn't simp. So props to him. I have to put her here. I was so pissed with her, man. So pissed. She's a complete joke. Like, God, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I was so pissed. I still, every time I think of this moment, this version of her, I get pissed. Like, what the hell were you thinking? Trying to play Naruto like that. Like, that's our boy. Trying to play him, telling, feeding him that shit that you love him, like bullshit. Like, even he knew you were capping. So, all right. So Kisame, when he went after Killer B, I was very impressed. I'm gonna put him on ass actually. Like, he held his own. The reason I put him here is because Killer B held his own against Taka, including Sasuke. And Kisame went to work and wasn't even trying. If you guys can remember, when he talked to Zetsu while he was fighting Killer B in that big giant water ball, right, that he made when they were swimming in there, he even admitted, "Yeah, I'm holding back enough not to kill him." Like, he wasn't even trying his fullest. He wasn't going all out. So that's fucking impressive. Killer Bee's not a joke, man. He's powerful. He is a perfect Jinchuriki of the second strongest tailed beast. So definitely S. I was very impressed with him. All right, so now we're getting to the part where Naruto's trying to master his nine-tailed chakra. Well, not his, but the nine-tailed chakra, right? And he tames Kurama or whatever, and he sees his mom. I really like her. She's another girl that's wifey material. Personally, I like her a lot, and she's mother material as well. So I put her in A. All right, and then we see the backstory. Let me switch these. We see the backstory of Minato the day that the Nine Tails attacked, right? Now, this is the guy that I was in awe of, right? So I'm going to put him here, and let me explain why. So at the point in time when I first saw it, I still thought that Toby, right, might be Madara. And the fact that he kept saying I'm Madara, like the way Minato handled that fight, he wasn't shitting his pants. He thought that, yeah, this guy has to be Madara, and he still fought the guy with the utmost confidence and won. He won and he obviously figured out Obito's Kamui razor quick, super quickly. That's fucking impressive, man. The only guy to tag Obito up to this point. Like, holy shit, I was in awe. So, yeah, he deserves to be there. Teenage Obito, yellow mask, Obito. Pretty cool. I thought he was pretty dope. He did, Genjutsu the Kurama. So I'm going to put him in an A. No, I'll put him in S, because, pretty dope stuff that he did. All right, so KCM1 Naruto, when he finally masters the nine-tail chakra, right, tames Kurama. I wasn't really in awe of it, to be honest, man. I know this is a powerful version of him, but you know what? I wasn't very in awe of him, so I'm going to put him here. Seventh gate guy, the one that takes Kisame to town, all right? Now, this impressed me, because Kisame is like, holy shit, this guy's a taijutsu god, after beating Killer Bee badly. So, yeah, he definitely deserves to be here. Now, if you guys were wondering why I have this version of Kisame, once again, it's more because of the symbolic impact, at least to me personally. He died with honor, man. He died with honor. He's like, I'm not going to give up my comrades and the intel on them. I'm going to die. I'd rather die. And he did. So I'm going to put him at an A, just because of, the dignity that he died with. And I know he's a bad guy. I know he's part of the Akatsuki, but, he died with some honor. And even Naruto and Guy, they praised him for it. If you remember correctly, they did praise him. And he has my respect. All right, so Obito, when he fought Conan and tried to retrieve the Rinnegan. Well, he did retrieve the Rinnegan. I was pretty impressed. Not as impressed as this moment when he was at the Faikage Summit, but I put him in an A. Conan, when she uses 600 billion paper bombs against Obito, I guess that was her prime moment. I put her at a. I guess I'll put her in A. She deserves it. She did have prep time, right? And she still lost, but still, well done. Well, A for effort, right? A for effort, literally. All right, so now we're getting to the commencement of the fourth grade ninja war here. So Choji's dad, we get to see him like do his thing. He's cool, whatever. I was kind of A on him, not gonna lie. So Ino's dad. Obviously he was like the leader of the communications corps or whatever during the war. He's a chill dude. I like him. I just like him personally, so I'll put him at a B. Shikako I really like, obviously because he's so similar to his son. No shit, right? I'll put him in an A. I like him. I like the way he was, laying out the strategy with the 4 units of the Shinobi Alliance, right? Like when he was talking to Tsunade and Raikage, and the Raikage, it was pretty cool. So put him in an A. All right, so now we're getting to the reanimations. Now we ended up pulling all of them because we've seen most of them alive already. So Ginkaku and Kikaku. I guess it was cool that one of them used the 9-tail cloak, right? And like, I think it was like fully like 8-tail, 9-tail awakened, and it was fucking up the one unit they were fighting that had Darui as the leader. I guess that was cool, so I put him in a B. All right, so Mu, he just a guy that I liked, Put him in an A. I just like him. He's the second Tsuchikage. Obviously has the particle style. He just seems like a powerhouse. Like the way they were talking about him, like they feared him, and Onuki had to come to the battlefield to deal with him. So yeah. Second Mizukage, the one that fought Gaara in the war. Cool. All the Kage seem powerful, right? Because they're all Kages. No shit. And there's a reason why Kabuto reanimated them in the first place. So yeah, I have him at a B. All right, the fourth Kaze Kage, Gaara's dad. He's cool. He's cool. He fought, did what he had to do, and then got sealed. I mean, that's all I can say. Now the Rei Kage, I really liked. I'm gonna put him up here. All right. You know what? He might even make the cut here. I think he makes the cut. I mean, we learned in history that he killed 10,000 shinobi by himself and died, I think, only because of exhaustion and just human limits. He didn't even die from like another man's hand, apparently. And he only injured. I think the only person that's ever injured him when he was alive was himself. So that's fucking amazing. He's a demigod, damn near god. So yeah, he belongs to be here. All right, Edo Nagato was pretty fucking impressive. So he definitely deserved to be at an S. He went to town on KCM, Naruto, and Killer Bee. Gave them all they could handle, and Itachi had to Kodo Matsukami himself to save them and seal him. So good shit. Nagato did what he had. He went to town, for sure. All right, Edo Itachi. I don't want to be an Itachi tard, right? I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I have to put him here. Everything Itachi does, man, is amazing to me. Yeah, I know people are gonna say I'm an Itachi tard, but that's just reality. That's just reality, and I'm gonna accept it. So yeah, godly. Kodo Matsukami himself, the only guy that broke out, and beat Sage Kabuto and undid the reanimation jutsu. So good shit, man. One of the pivotal figures in the 4th grade Shinobi War, no doubt. All right, Sage Kabuto. He seems scary. Like, he seems like a powerful dude. I'll put him in an S because he's the guy who did the reanimation jutsu and made a lot of problems for the allied shinobi forces, right? So definitely an S. Warlock Kakashi, he had some amazing feats, man, as far as stamina and the ability to spam Kamui and, Raikiri and Lightning Blade and all this other shit. He did a bunch of shit, so yeah, he definitely deserves to be an S. Where'd he go? Sorry, guys. My mouse keeps doing that. He's right here. Yeah, definitely deserves to be an S, for sure. All right, Renegon Obito. Pretty scary guy. Was, going toe-to-toe with Guy, KCM2 Naruto, and Warlock Kakashi, and was giving him all they could handle. Definitely, does he deserve to be godly? No, he doesn't make the cut quite for me. Not quite. So yeah, he's an S. He's still a monster. KCM2 Naruto, I thought was pretty cool. He's able to use the Kurama avatar and all that. Put him in an S. I liked him quite a bit. He did Ami, and it's pretty cool. Madara. Now, I don't have to say much, man. I think you guys know where I'm going to put him, right? The way he was introduced is one of the best debuts of any anime character I've ever seen. He was just whipping, like, I don't know how many shinobi asses he whipped, but it was probably in the hundreds, maybe the thousands. He's whipping other asses, toying with them, having fun, and then he whips all the Kage's asses like they're children. So there's no doubt in my mind he's godly, you know. All right, so if you guys are wondering why I have her here, this was significant, I guess, to me symbolically, and for the storyline. She really stepped up, I guess. She did do something. She obviously didn't have a fucking chance against Madara, right? But I give her props for her determination and her effort. So I'll put her an A. This is probably her at her prime, you know. She gave a great speech. Just an A for effort all around, you know. All right, so Hashirama Edo. Now, keep in mind while I'm doing these Kages, I'm taking into account their live versions as well. Besides, I guess Minato and Hiruzen, since I already did them. So Tobirama and Hashirama, I'm doing like them alive and their Edo. He's godly, and the reason why I put him here is because he beat Madara alive, right? When they were alive, he beat him. So, and he could have low key broken out of Orochimaru's reanimation jutsu. Even Orochimaru admitted it. He's like, dude, he could break out whatever he wants. So yeah, definitely belongs in the godly tier. Tobirama, badass. I do like his swag. Like he has swag. You know, he has a lot of jutsus under his belt that he created himself. Like, you know, obviously fighting Raijin, Shadow Clone Jutsu, the reanimation jutsu. Like this guy's a pioneer, obviously, and definitely very cool character. I like his look. I like it all. So S. Hiruzen in the War. I was actually pretty impressed with him. He did display ability to use all 5 chakra natures and was, you know, holding his own against Yamato controlled Buddha statue. You know, Yamato was under the control of the enemy, and he was in the, you know, using the Buddha statue, fucking up the shinobi forces. And Hiruzen went to town, did what he had to do. I'm putting an A. I'm gonna put him on an A. Edo Minato. I don't know. I just think this guy's presence, man, it's unique, and I had to put him on an S. You know, Tobirama admitted that Minato's faster, and you know, it can be implied that Minato's superior to you, Tobirama. So obviously, I have to put him at S. He doesn't make the cut to be here, but his debut, yeah, he did. All right, so the Ten Tails. I guess I just have him here because he was the first big thing that the Shinobi Alliance had to fucking fight. So it was cool. It's cool that it can make clones of itself, little clones that you know, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, all of them had to fight. So cool stuff. EMS Sasuke, pretty dope, man. I can put him in S. I think there's no question about that. You know, was a pivotal figure in the war. Him and Naruto were pivotal to defeating Jubito. So very cool. War Arc Sakura. Now, you know, she showed her strength. He was trying to, you know, be side to side with Sasuke and Naruto once again. Obviously nowhere near their levels, but, you know, she had a cool little display, a cool little moment. So I put her to B. She redeemed herself a little, you know, from her just embarrassing, sad moment here, right? She redeemed herself a little bit in my eyes at that point. All right, so KCM2 saves more Naruto. I was not like in awe to the point where it'd be godly, but I was like, damn, he's the man. You know, he is the man. He belongs here. He did give chakra to the whole Shinobi Alliance force, or what was left of it, and was still able to do this. Like, he's a man, dude, straight up. So he belongs there. All right, so KCM2 Minato. So when he awakened, I was like, oh shit. Oh, he didn't really do much, so I'm gonna put him here. So yeah. But I was pretty impressed. I was like, damn, he has it too? That's pretty cool. Jubito. Now, Jubito, I gotta put him here just because, you know, of the presence that he presented. You know, when he came to be, everyone was like, holy shit. Even Hashirama was like, he's stronger than me, dude. Like, we're fucked. So that was fucking awesome. And, you know, he was just the villains at that point in time. He was the villain of villains. And was whipping some very powerful shinobi's asses. So, godly. All right, so Tento Jinchuriki Madara. Just take into account all the versions, 1-eye, 2-eye, 3-eye Madara. Godly, obviously, right? I mean, he tanked an attack from 8-gate guy. I mean, obviously he almost died, but he still tanked it. He still healed from it. and Loki could have won if it weren't for plot armor. Could have won the war. So yeah, eight inner gate guy. There's no question he's godly, man. I mean, what else could I say? What else could I say? He almost killed Madara. So it's one of the cleanest, most amazing jutsus I've ever seen. Straight up. That was Guy's moment. That was him at his peak, man. And it will forever be in the minds of Naruto fans, no question. Definitely in my mind. All right, Hagoromo. He was just kind of there because of the plot, so I'm just gonna put him here. Like, cool. He's the Sage of Six Paths. I understand that, but he's just there to give powers to Naruto and Sasuke so they don't lose the war, right? Right. So this piece of shit right here is gonna go here because he really messed it up for me. I wanted to see what Three-Eyed Madara was capable of. I wanted to see a battle of epic proportions, but instead, this piece of shit here betrays Madara, and we find out that he's playing Madara the whole time, who's a genius himself. Genius level intellect. And this guy betrays him. So, like, what the hell? Trash. All right, so then for you guys that remember the chronological order, we get into like the arc of Itachi before the Kaguya arc. So Kid Itachi was already a prodigy, was the shit. I'm gonna put him here. I was like, oh shit, he's powerful. You know what? I'm gonna put him here because he awakened his Sharingan. Him and Shisui held their own against Ambu level opponents, so they're obviously elite Jonin opponents, and he's a beast straight up. Fugaku, I eventually had to have him here. Fugaku, I like him quite a bit. We don't really see him do much. We do know he has a Mangekyo Sharingan, and we do know he would have been probably a problem for Itachi when he was slaughtering the Chiha clan. Probably could have been a problem if he really wanted to. Obviously, he just gave in and said, I'm not going to fight my own son. So, yeah, pretty cool moment. Pretty cool person. A teenage Itachi. I mean, he slaughtered his clan. Like, holy shit. He was superior to basically everyone in the Uchiha clan. I'm thinking where I should put him. I'm put him here. Put him here. He didn't wow me to the extent of when I first saw him or anything like that. But yeah, he's a monster. We do know this version of him around this age fucking clapped Orochimaru, made him shit his pants. So yeah, he's an ass for sure, no question. No less than an ass. Shisui, I actually really like Shisui. Might be my third favorite Uchiha after actually my fourth after Madara, Itachi, and Sasuke. So I really wish we could have seen more of him. There's one of the guys I really wish we could have seen more of. Has a Kodo Matsukami, the most OP Genjutsu besides obviously the Infinite Tsukuyomi. So kind of wish we could have seen more of him and what he's capable of. I know in the video games we see like he has like this teleportation jutsu, and that was his nickname back in the day. The teleporter or whatever. So I just wish we could have seen more of him in the anime. Very cool guy. All right, so now I'm on the part where we see Itachi with his partner. So Yagura was their opponent. She was whatever. I guess she's powerful. She killed Juzo, so I guess she belongs to BNB. Juzo was whatever about him. He did save Loki, save Itachi. I'm sure Itachi could have handled it if he wanted to, but yeah. All right, so now we're in the Kaguya arc. I'm sorry, I just don't like Kaguya, man. I know she's fucking powerful beyond belief, powerful on a biblical scale, but just some dumbass like giant thing that's really powerful and that loses. Like, I don't know. I was disappointed. I wanted to see Madara be the final villain, but whatever. She was here, so I'm gonna put her here. And once again, this is personal preference. Obviously, she beat everyone on this list, probably besides, I think everyone on this list actually. But yeah, I'm just putting her because I don't like her. So, DMS Kakashi, pretty impressive. I mean, he blitzed Kaguya, Loki, and showed an immense amount of power. So, I put him at an S for sure. Put him at an S. He was very impressive, and that kind of came out of nowhere, DMS Obito, pretty cool. I kind of wish we could have seen what he would have been if, he would have never died and would have stayed in the leaf. He probably would have been the most powerful Jonin, and it wouldn't have been Kakashi. It would have been Obito. So obviously they probably still would have been rivals, but who knows, man? I mean, he was very powerful with the DMS, with his dual Mangekyo Sharingan, and who knows what his Sushino would look like. That would have been cool to see too. All right, so now we're down to the final two. Obviously, these two guys are last. Six Path Amped Sasuke, obviously godly, right? The final battle was pretty memorable, pretty amazing. Obviously has the Rene Sharingan, the Sharingan, Genjutsu, all the Tail Beasts. What else could I say? He's a monster. siphoning chakra from all tailed beasts at the same time. True beast. And 6 paths amped Naruto has a true seeking orbs, could fly. You know, he's a monster. So obviously he's godly. He is superior to 6 paths amped Sasuke. You know, he wasn't trying to kill Sasuke. 1, 2, he wasn't using any outside help. I mean, he was using nature energy, but to gather more power, but he wasn't like siphoning chakra from an individual or an entity. So yeah, he is superior to 6 path amped Sasuke. Well, all right, guys, there you guys have it. That is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My first crack at my own original work, I guess you could say. Let's give you one last look here at my list. I guess the most saturated part is like A and S. I guess I'm just a big Naruto fan, I didn't expect to have so many up here. I expected more to be like down here, but hey, my list is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys have any other recommendations for future lists, like another topic of Naruto, maybe Naruto fights, Naruto jutsu list, anything like that, let me know in the comments. And let me know of any other recommendations for reactions that are Naruto or not Naruto related. And finally, just any video in general, man. I mess with all y'all. I want to thank you all for everything. And you're the reason why I keep making videos. For you guys, I probably would have stopped a while ago, but I mess with you guys heavy. I rock with y'all, and this is the reason why I bring you videos. But I love you all, folks, and I'll catch you in the next video. This is Jay the Great signing out. Peace.